Looks like Jimmy's arrived.
יש לנו מידע מחברת ההפקה, שהוא הצהיר על כוונותיו שהוא מגיע לפה לעשות מהומות כאלה ואחרות. בוא תסגור את זה בבקשה. והוא שיכבד את המצלמה ברשותך.
Look, I'll tell you a secret. I don't know 100% the laws in Israel, but I'm pretty sure freedom of the press is 100% guaranteed here in this democracy, the only, one and only true democracy of the Middle East.
Really
why did he lose his gig? Do you know why he lost his job? Are you friends with him?
Yeah, we hang out once, but we're not friends, obviously. But I didn't even know that he lost his gig. I didn't know that.
Do you feel bad for him?
Yes.
Don't.
What? No, not feel bad?
Don't feel bad.
I'm feeling really nice.
It's not like Australia. Here they'll pounce. They'll pounce hard. And Avi Yemini does not... I got a flight in the morning. Avi Yemini does not want to spend the night in an Israeli jail, especially when he's the victim of hate crime by Jim Jefferies. At the beginning of 2019, Australian-born comedian Jim Jefferies edited an interview with me to try paint me as an extremist who inspired the horrific attack on a mosque in Christchurch. Too bad for old Jimmy, I secretly filmed the entire interview. Now, I'm sure you've seen the videos, but if not, there's a link below. But to make matters worse, Jim Jefferies never apologized for his actions. In fact, the defamatory segment is still available on cable TV and all his social media platforms. Jefferies' only response to what he had done was to block anyone who dared question his bad behaviour, including me. So in April of this year, I decided to travel to the United States and to confront Jim Jefferies face to face, like a man. But the coward called the FBI and I was detained and deported upon entry. Then I heard that his stand-up tour was heading to Israel, and I knew I had to meet him there. After all, I'm a citizen of Israel and no one is deporting me from there. Oh my God, babes.
What's up?
I found Jimmy boy.
Who's that?
Don't you remember Mr. Fake News? When I arrived at the stadium, I sat in a public park area behind the backstage entrance, about 3 hours before the show started, and almost immediately security pounced.
אנחנו סתם מחכים פה.
פה אפשר לראות תעודת זהות של כולכם?
I don't have one on me.
I don't have my ID, no.
Do you have your ID on you?
No.
No.
מה?
No.
אין לכם?
No.
לכולכם...
Do you have a license on you?
אוקיי, נזמין לכם ניידת משטרה.
לא, עומד.
אתה בטוח שאין לכם?
למה אבל ניידת משטרה? מה
לא
עשינו?
צריך לזהות אתכם, אני לא יודע מי אתם.
To be honest, until this point, I thought they were cops. They'd flashed some sort of badge, so I played nice. I didn't want to get locked up. But when this bloke mentioned calling the police, I realized he was just Jim Jefferies' hired security who was specially hired to get rid of me. But I wasn't going to get bullied by him. Don't you...
הכל פה, אני מדבר, אני אומר. הכל בסדר.
No, why are you taking her with you?
For you.
So I know Hebrew, I understand.
Okay.
So what's the problem exactly? What's the problem? Is there a problem? Have we done something wrong?
Yes.
What have we done
I
wrong?
know what you mean to make here.
What am I doing here?
אוקיי. טוב. בוא תסגור את זה בבקשה. בוא, תסגור אותנו. ככה אני מזול.
He knows what we're doing here.
מה?
מה הבעיה? אני רוצה לשמוע.
קודם כל, יש לכם כרטיסים להיכנס לפה?
לא, אבל רוצים לקנות מפה. ראיתי שלא נגמרו הכרטיסים, אמרתי טוב, נקנה אחר כך, מה הבעיה?
Why are you getting involved in it?
I'm
Just
not. He
don't
said-
worry. Let me talk because it's
Okay.
about me. He just said he knows exactly why we're here.
אוקיי.
It's got nothing to do with you. You want to go see the show? You can go see
את
the...
יכולה להסביר לחבר'ה האלה ברשותך.
הוא מדבר עברית.
לא, הוא עושה את עצמו שהוא לא מדבר עברית.
So I know Hebrew, I understand.
אוקיי.
So I know Hebrew, I understand.
אוקיי.
I understand.
אוקיי. הוא עושה את עצמו שהוא לא מדבר עברית.
אני...
והוא שיכבד את המצלמה ברשותך.
Why?
ככה, כי הוא לא יכול לצלם אותי בלי אישור שלי. ככה,
That's
שיכבד את
not the law.
המצלמה. אוקיי.
I work for a news corporation.
תסבירי לו שיש לנו... מה? תסבירי לו שאנחנו יודעים שהוא מתכוון לעשות פה בלאגן בפנים.
לא, למה בלגן?
אז אני מסביר לך.
חלילה.
איך קוראים לך? שמי דני, אני קב"ט של חברת החלל הספורט. יש לנו מידע מחברת ההפקה, שהוא הצהיר על כוונותיו שהוא מגיע לפה לעשות מהומות כאלה ואחרות.
אוקיי.
בסדר, אני מסב את תשומת ליבך.
I can't wait for the subtitles.
בסדר?
אוקיי.
ושתקחי את זה לתשומת ליבך.
אבל חס
תסבירי לו
וחלילה
את זה,
אנחנו-
בסדר?
Holy crap. I didn't realize until watching this back that he used the term riot. The head of security is saying that Jim Jefferies' production company tipped off the security guys that Avi Yemini was coming to riot and disrupt the event. It's a bit like when Jim Jefferies tipped off the FBI when I was heading to the US that a terrorist was entering the United States. This is how scared Jim Jefferies is of being confronted by me. By having to answer questions, non-violence. Why did you edit it? Why have you not removed it? Why haven't you apologized? He's willing to go to these lengths to avoid answering those questions. Lucky I didn't realize at the time. No one's going in to do trouble. I'm here in a public space.
אין בעיה, נשמה, אני רק אומר לך, אני מכבד אותך, לא מכיר את האנשים האלה, לא יודע מי הם בכלל. הם גם בלי מישהו, בסדר,
אתה יודע מי אני, אמרת, אתה
לא מכיר
יודע.
אותך בכלל, אגב. אז אני מסביר שתסבירי להם בשפה שלהם, שיש איזה סוג של מידע שהם באים לעשות פה, להפר את הסדר. במידה ויפרו את הסדר, הם לא יהיו פה, בסדר? תודה רבה.
There you go, guys. So he knew we're coming. He doesn't know who I am. Are you getting good colour of this? He said we're not breaking any laws by being here because we're not. This is the same trick they play in Australia. The difference is here that they think because we are fresh off the boats, we are fobs. For once, we are the fresh ones. So they think that they can come here, they staunch it, they pretend like they're police at first. But what did he say? He said he knew exactly why. He said he goes, there's been intelligence that we're here to cause a problem.
To cause trouble.
Now, when you stand up to these bullies, straight away he backed down. At first he threatened us with police, and then he said that they know they've got intelligence that we're coming in here to cause problems. Jim Jefferies knew I'm coming. Look at that. But here, I'm Israeli as well. There's nothing you can do. I'm Israeli. This is a public grounds, and he admitted it. This is a public grounds. He's trying to tell me I can't film here as well. Look, I'll tell you a secret. I don't know 100% the laws in Israel, but I'm pretty sure freedom of the press is 100% guaranteed here in this democracy, the only, one and only true democracy of the Middle East.
No, I don't think
I don't even think she's police.
No, she's just
I
a
think
security.
she's security.
Oh, she's not police?
No, she's run over to police. So the security guard has run over to police. She looks a bit like police because of her uniform. She's tried to get police because the big bad midget Avi Yemini is in town. But you know what? In Israel, it's a bit of a warning when you set off a security scare. It's not like Australia. Here they'll pounce. They'll pounce hard. And Avi Yemini does not. I got a flight in the morning. Avi Yemini does not want to spend the night in an Israeli jail, especially when he's the victim of hate crime by Jim Jefferies. So Jimmy's still not here, but security seems to be scrambling now. They've bought more fencing. Looks like they're trying to widen their perimeter, so when Jimmy boy does come in, he's nice and safe and secure. Before we got here, the perimeter was about, I'd be able to get right up to Jimmy. Now I understand, this is literally what they're doing. They're creating a barrier so that when he gets here, I can't actually go up to him, but I'll still be able to shout my questions. Let's see how we go. This is disgraceful. I hope the left stands up for me. Now they are building a wall. This is everything Jim Jefferies stands against.
Clinging to one overly simplistic idea.
Walls work. They work. Proven. Jimmy, do you support the wall or not?
Words matter. So think about that instead of focusing on some pointless wall.
They're discussing whether the fence is good or not. Compared to my height, it's pretty good, pretty secure. Jim Jefferies has a safe space behind the wall. Oh, Lord. Anything. Look how far they will go to avoid answering questions, avoid issuing an apology. Just admit what you did, Jimmy boy. It seems like you've lost everything because of this. I think the fence is coming to me. It's going to build a wall around me. I don't know if I should let him know, but there's a little gap on that side that I could potentially get around. I just want to report that one of our crew has made it to the other side. I don't know how he's done it. It seems impossible, but he's done it. How did they get behind the security barrier? What is it? Apparently it's not a security barrier. It's just a fence. It's an anti-aviamini fence. How did you get past the security barrier? How did you make it past? I'm serious. They just built this.
I know, you're amazing.
Finally, the moment we've been waiting for all night arrives. A van with blacked out windows pulls up to the backstage entrance. Security walk up to the car preparing to let the celebrity out. But something seemed off. Security were lingering as if they were waiting for some sort of signal. In the peripheral, I noticed the car drive up around the van and stop at a side door. And when security finally opened the van door, it was evident that no one was inside of it. So I quickly turned my attention to the car that was parked at the side door, only to see Jimmy rushing out of the car and bolting straight into the building. Jimmy! Jimmy, why are you hiding? Why are you coward, Jimmy? Why'd you edit the video? Look at that, they've done a decoy there. How scared they are. They've set up another van here just so Jimmy doesn't have to answer questions. What a coward. Blocks you on Twitter. Hides, calls the FBI. Now in Israel, had to use a decoy car to escape little Avi Yemeni after building a wall. Jimmy, you're a coward, son. As you can see behind us, the crowds are building. Now, we came in nice and early to finally confront Jim Jefferies for editing that piece last year. Since then, the man has blocked us from Twitter, blocked anyone that's talking about that infamous interview. He's called the FBI, and now, today, after hours sitting behind there and security having a major scare and operation, he set up a decoy and snuck in the back. So let's talk to a couple of people here, see what they think, if they even know the story of Jim Jefferies and his interview, and how they feel about him losing his Comedy Central show. Are you here for Jim Jefferies?
What?
For what? You here for the show or you just drinking?
Yes, of course.
Who you come to see?
Our friend is him.
Why did he lose his Comedy Central job?
Ah, he did? I didn't know he did. Really? Was it for that?
Don't know. I'm speculating.
Ah, if it was, congratulations, you did something there.
Hey brother, can I interrupt for 1 minute? I hear you're an Israeli comedian. Yes. I just want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Do you think now that Jim Jefferies has lost his gig on Comedy Central that there's room for an Israeli to take his place? Comedy Central have now cancelled his show.
The Jim Jefferies show.
Yeah, did you know that?
No.
Israelis are funnier.
No, I'm not saying who's funnier, but you know, it's...
Say it, be honest, be honest. Well,
Yeah.
Australians like
Yes,
honesty.
So yes.
We agree with you. We don't find Jimmy funny at all. Do you like him?
I do like him.
Do you know what he
I think
did?
I saw like a few days ago the interview you did with him.
Yeah? What do you think of the interview? I come off looking like a prick, don't I?
No, not like a prick.
I think I do.
He made you look like a prick.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Do you think that was bad?
Bad?
Of him? Do you think that's unfair?
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
You know what I like about Israelis? That they'll come and watch the show and they'll still call him a dickhead for it. My people. Why do you think he's so scared to talk to me? He ran away tonight.
I've seen. I waited for him too to see if he's coming in. He came from the back.
You saw the decoy?
Yeah.
Why do you think he ran away? Do you know what we call that in Australia?
Fucking pussy. Fucking pussy. Fucking pussy.
That was a well-executed plan. Was that your idea? It was well done. The decoy, you almost had me. He is the most humble security guard I've ever met. He doesn't even want to take the respect he deserves for that absolutely epic decoy. Jimmy, you owe your life to this man.
It's really
Why did he
good
lose
to-
his gig? Do you know why he lost his job?
I
Are you
did-
friends with him?
Yeah, we hang out once, but we're not friends, obviously. But I didn't even know that he lost his gig. I didn't know that.
Do you feel bad for him?
Yes.
Don't.
Don't. What? No, not feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
I'm feeling really nice. It's Israeli, right? Making fun of me. Oh, okay. You
Which
look really-
Yemenite in Israel could keep up this accent for that long?
No, not much. Not much people that I'm aware of, but like it's a good character. It's really.
I reckon I could get a gig in Israel based on this. Good to
what-
meet you, mate. So, one thing we learned tonight, after sitting hours in the back entrance here, we lost that element of surprise. But the one thing that we've reconfirmed here in Tel Aviv is that Jim Jefferies is a coward. A jobless coward. If you support the work we do here at TR News, if you stand against the Jim Jefferies of our world and you want to make a difference for 2020, make your New Year's pledge to help us financially at tr.news/support. We are 100% viewer funded, and only with your generosity can we continue to hold these cowards to account. So again, if you can and are willing, every cent counts. Please go to tr.news/support now. Happy New Year.